AITA for not attending my brother's surprise birthday because it was planned at my house without my consent. I, 33F, live with my partner, 34M, and our two kids, 6 and 3. Life has been an absolute whirlwind lately. My partner recently had surgery. Nothing life-threatening, but it's left him pretty immobile for a while. Between caring for him, managing the kids, who are both at never-sit-still ages, and trying to keep up with work, I feel like I've been running on fumes for weeks. My house reflects this chaos. It's far from Pinterest perfect. Right now, laundry is piling up, toys are everywhere, and we're barely keeping the kitchen functioning. A week before my younger brother's 30M milestone birthday, my mom casually mentioned they'd planned a surprise party for him. Sounds great, right? But then she hit me with the kicker. The party would be at my house. This was the first I'd heard about it. I froze for a second, thinking, surely she's joking? But no, she wasn't. She went on about how my house is the most spacious and centrally located for everyone, so it was the obvious choice. She acted like it was already a done deal, like I'd been part of the planning all along. I was stunned. I interrupted her and asked why she hadn't asked me beforehand. Her response? Well, we just assumed you'd be okay with it. I was not okay with it. My first instinct was to scream, absolutely not. But I tried to stay calm. I explained that my partner was recovering from surgery. Our house was nowhere near ready for hosting. And honestly, I didn't have the bandwidth to take on something like this. Her reaction? Immediate disappointment. She sighed and said, but everything's already planned, honey. The invitations went out, the food's being catered, and everyone's expecting it to be at your place. It's too late to change things now. I felt my anxiety spike. I tried to explain, again, that I wasn't in a position to host. I even offered alternatives, like moving the party to a cousin's house. She has a lovely backyard and has hosted events before, or renting a community hall. My mom brushed off these suggestions, saying they'd be too complicated or not as personal. I stood my ground. I told her that hosting the party simply wasn't possible for us right now. Her tone shifted. She sounded hurt, almost betrayed. She said I was being inflexible and putting a damper on the family's plans. The fallout started almost immediately. My brother somehow found out about the party and the fact that I'd said no. He called me, clearly upset, and asked why I was ruining his birthday. I tried to explain my reasons, but he wasn't having it. He said it was just one day and that I should have been willing to make a small sacrifice for the family, especially for him. That hit me hard. My brother and I have always been close, but this felt unfair. I wasn't saying no to be difficult or spiteful. I genuinely couldn't take on the responsibility. I reminded him that I'd suggested other venues, but he just repeated that it wouldn't be the same. Then came the guilt tripping from my parents. They said I'd thrown a wrench into their plans, that I was being selfish, and that I clearly didn't care about the family. My mom even implied that my partner's recovery wasn't an emergency and that I should have been able to handle things. At this point, I was overwhelmed. I felt like no one was listening to me or respecting my boundaries. They eventually moved the party to my cousin's house, but the damage was done. The party itself was tense from what I heard. My cousin was gracious enough to host, but the last-minute change caused a lot of logistical issues. Some relatives couldn't make it, others complained about the new location, and the overall vibe was reportedly awkward. I didn't attend. By the time the party rolled around, I was so emotionally drained that I couldn't bear to face everyone. I knew there would be side eyes, whispers, and passive-aggressive comments. I also didn't want to leave my partner alone, as he still needed help with basic tasks. As expected, my absence caused even more drama. I've since heard through the family grapevine that several relatives think I was childish for not showing up. They said I should have at least attended, even if I wasn't hosting. My mom hasn't spoken to me much since the party, and when she does, it's short and cold. My brother hasn't reached out at all. I'm torn. On one hand, I feel guilty about how things turned out. I never wanted to ruin my brother's birthday or create tension within the family. I love my brother, and under different circumstances, I would have gladly hosted. On the other hand, I'm still hurt and angry that my boundaries were so blatantly ignored. No one even thought to ask me before deciding to host the party at my house. I've been replaying the situation over and over in my head, wondering if I overreacted or could have handled it differently. Maybe I should have sucked it up and let them use the house, even if it meant sacrificing my sanity for a day. Or maybe skipping the party was too extreme, and I should have gone to support my brother, even if it was uncomfortable. Some friends have told me I did the right thing by standing my ground, especially given my circumstances. Others think I was being unreasonable and should have prioritized family over my own stress. So, Reddit. AITA for refusing to host the party and skipping it altogether?